It's not often I get inspired by a show, at least not enough to make a video about it. With that said, Assassination Classroom does a great job of tying lessons together from one episode to the next. A brief summary of the show goes like this. There's a smiley-faced squid, Koro-sensei, who's near immortal and is a danger to the entire world. The twist is that he's teaching young students how to become assassins, while at the same time, these students attempt mercilessly to kill him. It's a strange setup, but one that works really well. What sells the story is that the villain is very optimistic and quirky. He congratulates the students every chance he gets, and gives stern warnings to those who slack off. With no real logical reason, he still cares about the very same students that are trying to kill him. Okay, so what about the title? Learn from everyone. Well, there's a plot point that takes several episodes to wrap up. In short, there's an ex-teacher, Akira Takaoka, who was humiliated by Nagisa, one of the students. Takaoka hatches a plan which includes poisoning nearly every student and forcing Nagisa to a one-on-one battle. In this fight, Nagisa comes to a realization. Even through the horrible, non-redeemable actions this man had done, Nagisa still learned from him. This kind of resonated with me. Did you ever have a bad teacher, or a teacher that you didn't really get along with? Well, you can still learn from them. It may not be actually learning the subject they're teaching, but how to deal with that kind of person. Ever had an uptight supervisor or boss? Well, there's things you can learn from them as well. One of the big ones being, if you ever became a teacher or supervisor yourself, you'll take a different approach. It's great to actually learn the subject or job you want, but it's just as important to learn the flaws from your teachers. In Assassination Classroom, the students continue to find flaws and weaknesses of their teacher, Koro-sensei, which they then can use against him. In my other video, Journey of an Episode, I said one of the main morals of Hey Arnold is that anyone can learn from anyone. What I meant then was that a 15-year-old who has 5 years of practice with an instrument would have more knowledge and experience than a 25-year-old who's picking up the instrument for the first time. People will learn different skills and morals at different times. In this one, I can expand that by saying you can learn from your supervisors, good, bad, or otherwise, even when they're not trying to teach you anything. It's a moral of being self-dependent, but also having more care about the situation and the people involved, having better control of yourself, and being sympathetic to those around you. There's nothing I can say to make these words jump out and impact you the way this show impacted me. I can only recommend the show, or at least this plot point in particular. We've all had some bad experiences before, but it's because of them that we become a better person. As much as we may despise a certain teacher, the one thing we can take with us is that we will never be like them. We will be better.
Thank you for everything.